When it first appeared on the battlefields of World War II, the Walther P38 didn't just arm German officers, it redefined what a military sidearm could be. Reliable, precise, and years ahead of its time, this semi-automatic pistol represented a leap in firearm engineering that still echoes in modern handgun design. Here's why the Walther P38 wasn't just another wartime weapon, but a revolutionary tool of survival, efficiency, and innovation. The Walther P38 introduced something no major army pistol had ever used before, a double-action, single-action trigger system. In an era when soldiers often had to manually cock their pistols before firing, the P38 allowed them to carry safely with a round chambered and the hammer down, ready to fire instantly with a long, deliberate trigger pull. This meant soldiers could draw and shoot in one smooth motion, no fumbling, no manual cocking, a critical advantage in close combat. Once the first shot was fired, the slide automatically recocked the hammer, and every shot after that used a lighter, crisper single-action trigger pull for faster and more accurate follow-up shots. It was a system so effective that decades later, it became the standard in law enforcement and military pistols around the world, inspiring designs like the Beretta 92 SIG P226 and countless others. The Walther P38 earned a reputation for toughness that the elegant but finicky Luger P08 could never match. The Luger's tight tolerances made it prone to jamming in muddy, sandy, or frozen conditions, fatal flaws on the front lines. The P38 solved this with a simpler, more forgiving locking block mechanism, which was less sensitive to dirt and easier to maintain. Whether it was freezing on the Eastern Front or choking with desert dust in North Africa, the P38 kept firing. Veterans praised its reliability as one of its greatest strengths, a pistol that would go bang when their lives depended on it. This rugged dependability became one of the defining marks of post-war Walther design philosophy. Another groundbreaking innovation was the P38's decocking safety lever, which allowed soldiers to safely lower the hammer on a loaded chamber without firing the weapon. At a time when accidental discharges were a common risk in combat zones, this feature was revolutionary. Soldiers could confidently carry the pistol with a round chambered, knowing it wouldn't fire even if dropped or jolted. That kind of mechanical safety was rare in the 1940s, but it set a new benchmark for sidearm design. The decocker became a hallmark of future military and police pistols, emphasizing safety without compromising readiness. The Luger might have been a masterpiece of craftsmanship, but it was also a nightmare to mass-produce. Each one required extensive hand-fitting by skilled gunsmiths, a luxury Germany couldn't afford as the war dragged on. The Walther P38 changed everything. Walther engineers streamlined production using stamped steel parts and simplified machining, innovative for the 1940s. This made the P38 cheaper, faster, and more consistent to produce, without sacrificing performance. By the end of the war, over 1.2 million P38s had rolled off the lines at Walther, Mauser, and Spreewerk factories. This shift toward modular, high-speed weapon manufacturing would go on to shape post-war arms production across the globe. One of the P38's most underrated yet forward-thinking features was its loaded chamber indicator, a small metal pin that protruded from the back of the slide when a round was chambered. In the chaos of battle, visibility wasn't always guaranteed. Soldiers could feel the indicator in the dark or during night operations, confirming instantly whether the weapon was ready to fire. This tactile and visual safety cue was nearly unheard of at the time, but has since become a staple feature in modern pistols. It showed Walther's commitment to user awareness and safe operation, rare qualities in wartime weapons design. The P38's straight recoiling, non-tilting barrel system gave it a level of accuracy unheard of in a service pistol. Unlike most designs that used a tilting barrel action, the P38's barrel remained stable and in line with the sights throughout recoil. This meant less muzzle movement, more consistent sight alignment and tighter shot groupings. The system's success led to its adoption in later firearms, most notably the Beretta 92 or M9, used by the United States military for decades. On the battlefield, that stability translated to confidence and precision, whether soldiers were firing in a trench or from a moving vehicle. For all its mechanical brilliance, the P38 also nailed something far simpler: comfort. Its ergonomic grip angle and balance made it feel natural in the hand, a huge improvement over the awkward, steep grip of the Luger. This not only improved control but also made accurate shooting easier for soldiers under stress. Its natural point-of-aim design became a model for countless pistols that followed, influencing everything from the Walther P1, its post-war version, to the modern P99 and beyond. The Walther P38 wasn't just a tool of war, it was the birth of the modern combat handgun. Every design element had a purpose: safety, reliability, efficiency, or accuracy. It was a weapon built for the chaos of real battle, not the showcase of an armory. While Germany lost the war, the P38's influence won the future. Its ideas shaped decades of firearm evolution, from Cold War sidearms to police pistols still carried today. The next time you pick up a modern double-action, single-action handgun, remember, its DNA traces back to one of the most advanced pistols ever built in World War II, the Walther P38, the sidearm that was years ahead of its time.